Today, I got a great unknown crush I'd like to share. So today was going to be my chill day at home, but then I found out that my sister and her friend were going to the local farm here in Georgia for the corn maze. Now I wasn't too excited about the maze. I was excited about her friend. Her friend, let's call her Hannah, is one pretty chick. She is about 5'5", 115 elves, and has brown hair to her shoulders. She drives me nuts, but the problem is that 99% of the time she wears boring old gray sandals. Now I'm not a foot person, just a crush and trample person, so this was a turn off for me. I took a chance and said I would go, hoping there would be something more interesting on her. My parents would drive us, so that meant some good unknown crushing in our van if they sat in the back seat. So she shows up at our house ready to go, and it's my lucky day. She's wearing boots. I am a huge boot person and find them more superior than heels. They looked almost like UGs but weren't. They were typical ankle-high flats, so we get to the car and I come prepared. I grabbed my iPod on the way out. When we sit down, I sit directly in front of Hannah and pretend to crank my iPod up real loud. Then I pretend to phase out and casually lay my hand under and to the rear of my seat. So the first 15 minutes go by with no action. Then she starts to move her feet. You see, we have a rug on the floor in our van, and if your hand is on it and someone's feet move on it, you feel it. Like if you sit on a trampoline and someone jumps on it. Now this drove me crazy. She also tapped my hand a few times and kept moving a lot. I almost came right there. Like literally. I almost had to pull out. Then, behind Joe, she gets my hand with the ball of her foot. Now this was bittersweet as we had the farm in our sights. But I savored her rubber sole pressing quite hard actually. I believe her legs were crossed, onto my hand. I then had to bail out. So I also got lucky at the farm because it was dirty, so her boots were nearing orange when we left. Sadly, no actions speak of on the car trip back. At home though, before she left in her car, I ran inside and took off my shoes quick. I ran back out and was lucky enough for her to step back on my foot with her heel. Granted, they were flats, but take what you can, so she of course quickly apologized and I said bye and ran in. Like I said, her boots were dirty, so I got a nice imprint of her heel pattern on my sock, which I proceeded to lick up when in my room alone. It was a good day. I'll report back if I get any more good crushings later. Please tell me what you think.